7 GitHub repos for building AI agents. Nearly 900,000 stars between them. They are not ranked, so here they are. Number 1. Prime Agent from PrimeIntellect. 5,900 stars, MIT licensed, and it is the newest project here at 3 months old. It is a coding agent built for jobs that run for hours, and it can rewrite its own instructions as it learns what works. It runs on a background service. That means a session keeps going when the terminal disconnects and you reattach to it later. You can list every agent that is still running and drop back into any of them. Everything happens as code in one persistent Python session. Spawning a helper agent is a function call, and its result comes back as a variable you can use. There is a refine command that reviews what just happened and writes small, evidence-backed updates into the agent's own instructions. Every refinement is snapshotted, so you can roll one back if it made things worse. Who is it for? Engineers running long jobs that outlast the working session. Evaluations, migrations, overnight refactors. The README is straight with you about the age. It recommends pointing it at a disposable clone. Number 2. AutoGPT. 186,000 stars, and it is the oldest repo here by nearly 3 years. You describe the job in plain English or drag blocks on a canvas, and it builds, runs, and schedules the agent for you. There are 4 surfaces in one platform. A chat that turns a conversation into a working agent. A dashboard showing every run and what it cost. A marketplace of agents other people built. And a visual builder where each block is a step. Agents run on demand, on a schedule, or from a trigger. It connects to more than 45 services, including Gmail, Slack, Notion, HubSpot, and Jira. One license note worth knowing, because most people assume otherwise. The platform is Polyform Shield, not MIT. The original 2023 version is still in the repo under Classic, and that part is MIT. Who is it for? Operations, sales, and support teams who want scheduled automations and are never going to open a terminal. It is the only repo here that a non-engineer can use on day 1. Number 3. Superpowers by Jesse Vincent. 268,000 stars, which makes it the most starred repo in this video. It installs as a set of instructions your agent follows, rather than a tool you run. The workflow is fixed and it runs in order. Brainstorm the design with you, get your sign-off. Create an isolated Git worktree. Write a plan broken into tasks of 2 to 5 minutes each. Then dispatch a fresh sub-agent for every task. Test-driven development is enforced rather than suggested. The README says it deletes code that was written before its test. The README says it is not uncommon for the agent to work on its own for a couple of hours without deviating from the plan you agreed. It installs on 11 different platforms. Who is it for? Anyone handing an agent a large, vague chunk of work and then walking away. If your problem is that it built the wrong thing for 2 hours, this is the one. Number 4. Agent Skills by addyosmani. 83,000 stars, MIT. 24 skills and 8 commands covering the full life cycle, where the other 2 stop at the code. The 8 commands map to the phases of the work: spec, plan, build, test, review, web performance, simplify, and ship. Skills also fire on their own, so designing an API triggers the API design skill without you asking for it. Every skill ships something called an anti-rationalization table. It writes out the excuses people use to skip that step and gives each one a rebuttal. That is the mechanism that makes the discipline actually stick. Then, at the end, 4 specialist reviewers run as separate agents. One looks at code quality, one at the tests, one at security, and one at web performance. Who is it for? Teams that need everyone's agent to follow the same standard, and anyone whose work keeps breaking after the code was written, rather than while it was being written. Number 5. The Skills Repo from mattpocock. 208,000 stars. This one is a single engineer's daily toolkit, and it is built around one technique. The agent questions you until the requirements are actually clear. The signature skill is the grilling session. The agent interviews you one question at a time until every branch of the design is resolved. The README calls these its most popular skills. It also builds a shared vocabulary file for your project. Once the agent has the right words for your domain, it stops using 20 words where one will do. There are about 30 skills, split by who can invoke them. The ones you type orchestrate the work. The ones the model reaches for on its own hold the reusable discipline. Who is it for? Solo engineers on fast daily loops who want the least ceremony of the tree. Reach for this one when the requirements are the bottleneck. Number 6. OpenViking, built by volcengine. 28,000 stars. It replaces the black box vector store with a file system the agent can actually browse using ls, tree, and find. Everything the agent knows lives under one path. Memories, project resources, and skills. You can list it, walk it, and see exactly what the agent pulled and why it pulled it. Every entry is stored 3 times at 3 depths. A 1-sentence abstract at about 100 tokens, a 2,000 token overview, and the full content. The agent reads only as deep as the task needs, and that is where the token savings come from. After a session ends, it extracts your preferences and what the agent learned into long-term memory on its own. One license note, this one is AGPL, the only copyleft repo in this video, which matters if you are embedding it in a commercial product. Who is it for? Anyone who has watched an agent retrieve the wrong thing and had no way to find out why. The observable trail is the real product here, more than the accuracy number. Number 7. Graphify. 103,000 stars. Apache licensed. One command builds a graph of your project, and the agent queries that instead of searching through your files. Code is parsed locally, across about 40 languages. It is deterministic, there is no model call, and nothing leaves your machine. Only docs, PDFs, and images need a model for the semantic parse. Then you query the graph. Ask it to explain a concept, and it returns where that lives and everything it connects to. Ask for the path between 2 things, and it shows you the hops. Every connection in the graph carries a tag. It reads extracted when the link was explicit in your source, and inferred when Graphify worked it out. So you always know what was read against what was guessed. Who is it for? Anyone dropped into a large codebase they did not write, and anyone whose agent burns half its context window rediscovering the same project structure every session. So who is this for? Engineers who already use a coding agent every day and can name the thing that keeps going wrong. Who is it not for? Anyone who has not used a coding agent yet, because installing a methodology before you have felt the problem just gets in your way. And anyone expecting these 7 to work together, because they are 7 independent projects, not a suite. 7 repos. Pick the one that solves the problem you actually have, and install exactly one thing. All 7 are linked below with their licenses and their star counts on the day I filmed. Take the one that solves the problem you actually have right now, and install just that one. Tell me in the comments which one you picked, because I want to know what is costing people the most time. One more thing if you're still here. 3 of those 7 do the same job, and people install all 3. Those 3 all hook the same moment. They stop the agent before it writes code and make it follow a process instead. They are all good and they are built for different jobs, so pick one rather than stacking them. The comparison itself is worth reading. The maintainer of agent skills ships one covering all three in his own repo, including the two he competes with, which is a genuinely generous thing to do. Here is what it says. Superpowers goes deep on the build loop. Agent skills covers the whole life cycle. The third one is the daily toolkit. Reach for superpowers when you hand over a big, vague job and walk away. Reach for agent skills when a team needs one shared standard. Reach for the daily toolkit when you need the requirements right, fast. There's one controlled test worth knowing about. A developer named Mishra ran the same model, the same repo, and the same prompt through them, changing only the framework. Agent skills reached code faster, about 8 minutes against 12, and ran 7 validation passes against 5. Superpowers spent more of that time reasoning upfront, which he still preferred for production systems. Token use was about the same. That is one test by one person, so treat it as a data point, not a verdict. His own conclusion was to pick the tool to the task.
So that is the honest answer. All three are good. They are built for different jobs, and the one you want is the one that matches how you actually work. Pick one, live with it for 2 weeks, and only then try another.